Okay, so desk has been tidied, and next up, I'm just looking at my planner here and kind of updating, even though it is a little bit already, we're already into like our first week of February. I am going to go over my quarterly goals. I never set them for the year. So quarterly would be January, February, and March. And I didn't set them in January. I didn't set yearly goals. But just because it's already February doesn't mean that we can't go back and take a look at it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. The planner that I use, if you've seen some of the planner videos on here, the planner for this year is, Gabby Crooked, is the Christian planner, and I try to link it down below the website, but I'm using last year's version actually. I really like that planner. I used it the year before last. The company is veteran owned and is a smaller company. They're getting bigger, and but to me it's still kind of a smaller shop. So I really enjoy that company. I would encourage you to check it out if you haven't. But on there as well, in the spirit of checking it out, they offer their PDF versions of a lot of their planners and journals online. You just sign up for their email and they'll send you the PDF versions. So you could, my kids are okay, I promise. You could put your email in and get a free PDF version of it. And so I did purchase at one point a 90-day goal planner, but I give it to my husband. And so this time I went and I just printed out a couple of pages from their PDF version. And that's what we're kind of going to sit down now and go over. At the front of my planner, I have from this is still the Christian planner, it has space for my vision board, and then it gives a blank page, and then you have my healthy habit goals, and then here, I think it said 2023 up there, and I just put a sticker over it. But this, I think I go over all of this. I think I go over all of this in my setup of the 2024 planner. So if you want to see that, I'll try to link it in the description for you if you want to see it more in depth. But I'm going to use these pages here and place in the printables that I had. I printed them 2 to a sheet, so they're not exactly true to size, but they'll work for our purposes, right? So the pages that I printed got 3-year vision. What does it look like? Goals for the year, list out your top 5 goals, and then you have some room for reflecting on your previous months. Here's the quarterly plan. And then here in the quarterly plan, we have top 3 goals for the quarter, and then the start date, the end date, which quarter you're in, and then goal 1, 2, 3, milestones and the date, and then habits you want to start and habits you want to stop. These little things here are the cut marks, but like I said, I just cut half sheet. And then you have a Sunday reflection. So I think how I want to put this in is definitely the 3-year vision first. And then I kind of wish I would have put the quarterly plan in afterwards. Instead, oh, I didn't. Instead of the monthly review, but I didn't, and that's okay. I can always reprint if needed. And then this is the Sunday recap. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here anyways in this section, but that'll be more of a weekly review if we do that. So I did want to say that I did take some time out and pray over as I was first kind of getting ideas and thinking about what I wanted on here. I did stop to pray over it. I just didn't film that part. So I would encourage you to do that, to invite God into your goals, to invite him into your vision, to ask him to give you his vision for what he has planned for you. And I am just hoping that I heard him correctly, and the longings in my heart are the longings that he actually has for me and my family, and that we are aligning with what he desires for us. And so here in our 3-year vision, what does it look like? If I'm imagining 3 years into the future and I am just letting my imagination go, no hold bars, then my 3-year visions would include owning a home, having a community, and saving for retirement. So they encourage you not to put any more than 5 goals for the year, because you, again, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So that's what I have down here. I actually only have 3. I'm going to take the 3 from my 3-year vision and place them in here. Okay, so I went ahead and listed out my goals here, and then a little bit of whys of my personal whys. I think that you should absolutely be putting your whys in there to give you that motivation, right? Here's our monthly reflection. We're gonna skip over that for now, and then we're gonna go into our quarterly goals. So quarterly goals, I'm gonna go ahead and do from January to March. I originally wasn't going to because I already missed over March, but it's okay. We're just gonna jump in where we are and continue on. So top goal is to continue saving for a down payment. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Here and tell you this feels like a never-ending goal, especially in the mindset I'm in today. This just feels completely unachievable. But I have seen my God work miracles, and I'm going to wait expectantly for him to work another one. So I'm going to continue to write it down. I'm going to continue to be try to be a good steward on my part, and believe until he tells me otherwise. So I'm going to put that down. Underneath, it asks you to milestones. So what I'm going to put though is steps. So this first one is going to be, I'll just put steps that I want to take to make this goal happen. So one of the steps that I need to do is to get our budget under control, meaning make it a habit. And then the next one that I think will help is to be saving any extra money that we should come into. So this includes any bonuses that my husband may receive from his diligent work, or any sort of tax refund or something like that. If we get that, put that towards this area. Now I'm going to tell you honestly, when he receives a bonus, we do set aside some money to like go out to eat or to buy something that we've been purchasing for a while. But I want us to be more aware of it and put more aside towards the down payment as well, not just spend it all on extras or things that we have been waiting to purchase. So throw any extra money we can in that direction. Okay, the next goal has to do with video content creating, and that I would just like to continue to grow it. Ideally, honestly, it would be awesome if God would take it and turn it into a bigger ministry, and he would make it some sort of income for our family. But for right now, what I want to continue to work on is growing it and growing the community, and just kind of leaning in and listening to what God, again, would want me to do with the channel. And so I think I'm going to mark that down as content creating, continue to grow. And then some of the steps on that would be to consistently upload, which I know the last few months has not been as consistent as I would like. So consistently upload. And I think by consistently uploading, wow, that's like a tough word for me today. Eventually I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers. And those are just 2 steps that I'm putting on there. Honestly, I can't really control the number of subscribers. I can't make you hit the subscribe button, right? And I can't stop you when you hit unsubscribe. So it kind of ebbs and flows. And I think I would just, by consistently uploading, then that may help. So, and then lastly, I want my quarterly goal is in the fitness realm. So some of the milestones or steps there would be to, again, that word consistency, to have consistent workouts. And then also I want this to be a lifestyle mindset instead of just being a certain goal or a certain number on the scale or even a certain pant size or anything like that. I want this to be a lifestyle mindset, something that this is something that I'm going to do for life. For life, I want to be the healthiest version of me that I can be. It doesn't mean that I'll never get sick. It doesn't mean that you know, I'm never going to have setbacks where my back may go out again, or I could get injured or something like that. I don't want those things to happen, but I do, this lifestyle mindset more for me is keeping in mind that there's no end date here. I want to make this a healthy lifestyle choice. So these are choices that we're making every day to be the healthiest version of me. So that's it for the quarterly plans. That's what I'm going to put down here. And then it goes into the Sunday reviews. And again, I may print more of those off and put them in at the end of my weeks, but we'll see. I do like the Sunday reviews. I think that that's kind of cool that they have that in there. I'm not sure if I went over it with you, but if you want to know, there's a weekly focus. This is the beginning of the Sunday. You can review your quarterly goals and milestones, identify your top priority for the upcoming week, write it below, and then transfer it to your Sunday page. And then your Sunday page has how I saw God working last week, your verse for the week, how can I rest today, and your prayer for the week. Again, you can order, it comes into a 90-day goal journal, and you can order it and have it all bound together for you. It's similar to this. I don't know if they offer a spiral round. This is their daily prayer journal, but it's book bound like this, the 90-day one that we ordered. But like I said, I give that one to my husband. So this, and then it has Sunday weekly focus, top 5 goals, a task list, and then plan, personal, professional, and spiritual. So I do kind of like that, but if I'm not going to consistently use it, then I'm not going to put it in there. So now that we've got some of these quarterly goals out and kind of a 3-year goal looking at overall, I can go in weekly and touch base on these and incorporate that into my week a little bit more. Okay, I know we're at an awkward angle, but I've got my laptop in the usual spot that I have my camera. And another thing that I want to do for February is get a content calendar going again. So here is where I was putting down ideas of videos that I wanted to do. What I was doing before was using Post-it notes. My monthly calendar was a little bit bigger, so I could put Post-its and kind of move it along. But this one that I've printed out for this year is smaller, so I don't know if I want to use, like, just cut down. I liked having the Post-its because I can move it around. Let's try it for February and see if it works out. I don't think I have like teeny tiny, even smaller than this Post-it, so we'll try with these, shall we? But what we're going to do is just create like small, tiny Post-its for video ideas for that day. These are probably not going to work though, because as you can see, they don't stick very well. Those are a little better. Let's try these. First, I have to date the calendar. We're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to write them down. So I already, as you saw, kind of was moving some stuff around, and I'll probably keep moving things around. But here's some of the videos that I already have started or I already have recorded and need to get up. And I just put them down here, and then as ideas comes, I think I'll put them here. And then this one, I printed this one out because I liked how it had on the bottom things I achieved, things I learned, things I need to improve for next month, and then it has memories or how do you feel this month. So since this is my content creating one, I'll kind of tweak it to do that, to apply for that, but that's kind of a start at least. And then as more things come to me, if I come up with more ideas or anything like that, I'll put them on the side. If there's anything that you enjoy watching here on the channel, please let me know. I I kind of just go with what's happening and put it in. But that's how we're gonna begin to plan out our content for February. And then lastly, a couple of things I do for my month is close out our budget and start our new one. We are revamping the budget, as I kind of talked about a little bit. I think I have you crooked here. So I have been using a hybrid of sorts. So we do use an online app. We use the Every Dollar app from Dave Ramsey. We're trying that out for a few months. And then also a paper planner type thing, because paper works better for me. But we do the Budget Mom. I know I have a super old video on here somewhere. Again, I'll try to link it in the description, but if not, if you want to poke around, it's an older video on our budget binder. I have tweaked it a little bit, and when I get back in the groove of things, if you'd like to see another video on that, I can show you what we're doing and what's been working for us. But first I need to find something that works for us. So I do go over a budget, close it out, set it up for the next month, and then I also set up a monthly meal plan. Now I have been playing around with the idea of going to a bi-weekly meal plan, but I kind of like having a monthly meal plan, just having it done. The day that I do it, I don't particularly like that I do it for the month, because it takes up a portion of the day. I know I have another video on that, of how I set up our monthly meal plan. But as I've been doing it, I have started saving a lot of our old meal plans. And so like for the month of January, I just recycled that plan. I took a look at what I had. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I found our January list and just copied it right over, except for a few couple of like birthday dishes we rearranged for this year. So I think I'm going to do the same with February, like copy and paste, right? So I'm going to go look at our old February meal plan and see what I can plug in and have work for us with what we have here at home. That's it for my monthly reset. This is how we're going into February. Even though it's a little bit, we're already kind of, ankle deep in February. It's okay. It's never too late to get that monthly reset going. I also want to let you know, in case you don't know, or you just need to be reminded, that you are deeply and truly loved and so, so appreciated. I really appreciate you taking your time out and spending it here with me. Thanks so much for watching.